So here we would like to share a story how we have, with the help of steel, we have established our concept of this project, which is a office building. This location is Kolkata, and this is a busy CBD area where the site is very congested, in a congested location. The client's brief was to have a multi-storied office building, and the area of the site was approximately 3,300 square meter. And the solution of that is to utilize the FAR and having a spatial quality office space and accommodating the adequate parking space. This is the simple solution which we can always have is like whatever the statutory law is there, and the FAR consumption, as well as having the parking requirement what we can fulfill. The simple solution which is having a 18-storied building we can always construct. The solution was simple, but we were not satisfied with this. The kind of solution normally can be adopted. We set our own challenge to achieve something more than what we can have it on the site. What was our plan is to have a seamless office space where we can have the exterior and interior space can be a little more less hindrance, and the height of the facade can be little more, and also the structure should be very unique in terms of the building, instead of simple building, and utilizing the FAR. After the FAR utilization, we would like to increase some sellability issue, because if you make the simple glass building, normally it is only the office space. We want to increase some experience out of it. This is the site which is having 3,300 square meter. Apart from that, you see normally existing structures are all there. Where the making the some high-rise building and mobilizing material and all was little difficult at this site. This is our initial plan to have the traffic pattern in this manner, and having the drop-off area and the basement entry which is supposed to go behind, because the front is very small. This is how the building profile will come as per the site situation, and this is the block which we can construct as per the FAR availability and as per the bylaws, which will go 18-storied high or something like that, which is. So what we have done is, here we tried to clear our office space which is not obstructed by the core. So the core is placed on the western side, which is again reducing our heat load in office area. And the services, when you have any glass building or something like that, so the issue arises where the services will go. So that we have sandwiched in between the core and the office area. So entire service area is between the core. Then we started adding some open terraces, which is normally now these days, if you have office and then some open terraces are there. So normally people want to have that kind of office, so that we have started trying to achieve this. And in Kolkata, the bylaw says that if you have 3-storied open terrace, then it is free of FAR. So in this we have started adding 3-storied terraces, but definitely this will not create the interest. Then we have shifted the floors to accommodate the terrace in the structure itself, and this way we try to start how we can change the form and how we can make it interesting structure. Then we have started how we can maximize the terraces which is adding to the office space and which is again free of FAR, and this is sellable, because any office space which is having the terrace, some amount the builder can always have it. So this is what the solution was in process. Finally, we was able to take out 10% extra sellable terraces, and the office space is also absolutely neat and clean, so the core is also not adding into it. And apart from that, the structure is open towards the north, east, and west, south. Western is not open. In this case, we are gaining a different size of offices. All the floors are different in size and different in this, but the building is the terraces again having a different form. Like some people are getting front side, some are getting side, and that kind of space we are getting. Then question arises, if you are thinking something like this, and then what will be the structural solution? So this is one comparison we have understood, that if we are making this building in RCC structure, and again we are making the same in the steel structure. So our challenge was, see, the volume of RCC and the volume of steel, it is almost 50% less material we are supposed to bring at site. And the construction time is also, we are reducing by, the RCC is required 2.5 times more time, which is very difficult at the busy area, and you are taking long time, and the material movement is more. At the same time, labor requirement is, on-site labor requirement is more. In the steel will be, in the RCC we are having 3.75 more labor requirement at site, where in the steel we can always have, it's an assembling kind of process. Next in the interior space, if you see, the 25% more space volume we feel inside than the RCC structure, because the beam depth and all will come little more, and the whatever the services and all will easily, in the steel we can easily take out through the sleeves and all. So 25% extra spacious feel was there. So this was one point where we get convinced that if we are making the building with more height and giving the floor extra height, and then if we are not able to achieve that, then what is the use of it? So we was having one reason why we have considered for steel. This is how, if we are having the cantilever, because with the cantilever you can achieve the terraces, and that terraces is 10% area. So we was having answer for the builder, if suppose we are spending more on structure or more on building, so the realization is there. So that is the reason we have increased, we have adopted the steel, because the glass sizes which we are giving the openness, that we are getting more, and this is helping us to have the interior and the exterior relationship better. You don't feel like cut off from the exterior, and it is only the interior space like. Here we are using, the core is absolutely RCC. So the structural part, only 4 column which is inside the floor area, and having the that is also steel column. So assembling was very easy, and that is again the structure, the core is acting as a structure, and that RCC part is again optimized, because there we are not spending more. Whatever the extra steel we are using, we are only using where it is required. So we have increased the efficiency of the space inside. We have used where the RCC is required, and where the steel we supposed to use, and we have optimized whatever the maximum benefit of the structure we can take out with the cantilever and the span and the depth of the beam. Finally, this is what the structure is coming, and the front space and all you can see, and the lobby height which we are getting is absolutely clean and clear, because of the structure sizes are very light and the column and all is very sleek in form. This is the building which is ready now, and this is how the structure has come out. This is the terraces you get with the floor inside the office, you get the direct connected of the terrace, and yeah, there's a demand of this kind of office space, because you have an office, and if you have a simple connected open space, so definitely this is creating a interacting a recharge space kind of thing. This is one of another project of ours where we have given three floor height same way, but in this one is already ready and it is occupied. And you can see here the terraces are used for the dining purpose, or sometimes the outdoor eating area and all. The concept required steel to flourish, like see, with the help of steel, we have created the different structure, and we have not compromised in terms of the sizes of the. So the concept may be can be executed with the RCC also, but here we have found that steel is the better solution. And for the extra investment, whatever we have done with this, the builder is gained that from the terraces. And terraces, again, it is increasing the value of interior space, which he is selling. So our conclusion is, wherever we feel like the time we want to save at the busy area or all, where we can use the steel, where the volume of material bringing at site is a problem, or we face the problem of bringing so much material, there you can use steel. And of course the interior space and all, where you feel the more interior space is required, that also the good solution which I found here. At the same time, labor movement is again one issue, which is if you are assembling the building at site and if you are making the building at site, both is having the different labor involvement. And of course, the form which architect normally think like how we want to make the different building, and the cantilever or the form of the building can be achieved in the steel, which is in the process we have understood from this particular building. And now, right now, we are again making some retail mall area where the basement is taking a lot of time. At the same time, the building can be assembled easily, and the water crisis is there at this location, busy area. Normally, you see the water construction, for the construction, water is not available. So that again, you can say with the right type of construction. Thank you.